Hello everybody and welcome to Carnabrin Plays Enter the Gungeon. This is one of many roguelike video games that I quite enjoy. This is probably my favorite one actually. What makes Enter the Gungeon so fun and so charming is it's kind of a nod to all video games. Like there's basically a reference to every popular and even some unpopular video games and movies and just tons of pop culture in this game, and it's a lot of fun and it's super hard, ridiculously hard. It's got a lot of these cool references. I'm just repeating myself over. It's a fun game. It's a fun roguelike. So what it basically is you enter the Gungeon, which is a randomly generated dungeon, but with guns, hence Gungeon. And you're trying to get to the bottom and find a gun that can kill the past, a gun that can unwrite your history and replace it with supposedly a better history. So you fight all these bosses and collect all these random weapons and stuff like that, which are all guns, and you just have to survive all these different levels. There's secret characters, there's secret guns, there's secret levels, all this really great stuff, and it's a lot of fun. It's a roguelike, so oh wait, here's the music. This song is so rad. It's such a cool song. Alright, so let's get into the game. Alright, so I'm gonna just play the Marine. I'll probably do a run with each character just to show you guys what each character is like. This is the Marine's like basic costume, I guess you'd call it. So I'm just gonna jump right in and do a run of the Gungeon with the Marine. So the Marine is a very basic character. He's got like better aim than the other characters. He can call in for an ammo drop. He's got a helmet, so he's got one piece of armor, so he can take a hit without losing any health. And he, I think that's it. I think that's all he's got. So he's like a very good like starting character just to get used to how the game is played. His pistol is, I think, one of the best starting weapons when you first start playing the game. It's far outshined a little later on when you get to the secret characters. But for the starting characters, the pistol is the best, like, infinite ammo starting weapon. Some of the other characters start out with, I got a Thompson submachine gun. What was I saying? So yeah, his pistol is the best of the pistol weapons, I should say. Some characters start out with other guns, like a shotgun and a crossbow, and those are a little bit better, do a little bit more damage. But this guy is just basic guns. Oh. Okay, almost didn't get that. There we go, refilled with Thompson. I probably should have waited. I probably should have cleared this out and then got that. But I didn't. So as you kill the bullets, the living bullets in these rooms, you get little shell casings, and the shell casings are used as money. And then you can get items to appear like keys. Keys are used to open chests, like you saw me did before when I got the Thompson. There are tables you can flip over and use as cover. There's a lot of destructible stuff around the environment. You can teleport to rooms you've already cleared to quickly like zip through the different layouts of the dungeon. As you can see, I'm clearing these rooms with expert precision and maximum fury. There's another line maybe that you could say there, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know who's watching this that actually records anything or does YouTube stuff, but when you're recording your voice, you turn into an idiot. Like, when things are going to be scrutinized by other people in the future, wow, these are statues of everybody. I don't remember this ever. There's a statue of a bunch of the characters. Does this do anything? Is like there an order I'm supposed to, where I'm supposed to shoot them in, or yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. But yeah, when you're recording stuff, like it's just like stream of thought, and when you're just speaking what's on your mind. I cut ahead there to just cut out some nonsense. When you're just speaking your mind, like it gets like you say words like a lot to stall for time, and it's hard, man. It's hard to constantly just saying something and have it have meaning and be entertaining. Really difficult. So here's a green chest. That's like an okay chest, so I want to like check and see around if I can get see what else is available to me before I open that chest, before I use my key. This is the boss room. Kind of an homage to the Zelda boss rooms where it clearly indicates like, oh, this is the boss. And here we have our first reference. It is Vulcan Raven. Get it? It's a giant raven and a Vulcan cannon. Gatling gun. Ah, there you go, Gatling gull. Very cool. It's legally distinct from Vulcan Reagan. Vulcan that. See, you can't say words that you would normally be able to say when you're doing this kind of stuff. Legally distinct from Vulcan Raven, the Gatling gull. And there, you see I took a hit. So now, because I took a hit, my rewards for beating this boss will be a little less impressive. If you beat a boss without taking a hit, you get some more stuff, some more like money rewards. Sometimes you get more items, and you get a master round, which increases your health for the rest of the run. So I'm already like missed out on that extra health. And I got hit again. This is very, very, very poor performance to get hit twice on this boss. That does not bode well for the rest of this adventure. So here I can refill my gun, and then you can see here's another reference. This is Mega Man's Buster gun, and this is a super cool gun. I don't think we're going to see it in this run, but this gun can actually absorb the abilities of other guns and use them, which is really cool. So this is a secret area, which I opened with 2 keys. I'm going to jump in there and show you the first secret level. Typically, if you're doing a full run of the Gungeon, if you're not aiming for something specific, it's good to do these secret areas because they give you chances at 2 more chests and whatever drops you would get that randomly spawn. If you're playing the hunter, you have a chance to have your dog dig something up. See, there's a drop right there. Let's save that for later, which is something you can do. That's when it first came up. Oh, there's barrels too that you can push and let explode. And kind of push them in down things up. Got hit. This is bad. This is bad play. This is noobish play. So yeah, see, we want to do the secret rooms to get access to, or get a chance at, you know, new guns and stuff. So, you know, the thing that makes roguelikes like these fun is the randomness of it, which can also make it frustrating. But everything's randomly generated, even the items, so sometimes you can have a run where you just get these really, really super powerful items and you just destroy, you know, you just destroy everything that gets in your way. And other times, you just get either killed right away, or you just get jack shit, and you just kind of have to find a way to make that jack shit work, you know? So it's pretty fun, like, you know, when you get things rolling for you, or when your luck turns out. It's cool to you know, walk through and just kind of destroy everything. It is like this this sense of catharsis, like, oh, like these bosses destroyed me last time, but this time I am the destroyer. That kind of thing. Then there's other modifiers you can use to make your gun, the run more challenging too. Very, very cool game. One thing I wish it, when you unlock everything, because a lot of it's like, you know, a lot of the stuff you get is randomly generated. I wish there was a way, like when you're done with everything, when you beat everything, to, which maybe there is, because I have not done this. I'm checking for secret walls. There are secret breakable walls that you only get through with a blank, and if you shoot them, you can see like little cracks appear and know that there's a wall there. but they were not there. Wow, I can't believe I haven't been hit yet. I feel like it's coming. No, it's not coming. Wow, that's impressive. What the hell was I saying? I have no idea what I was saying. My train of thought absolutely gone. Oh god, yes. Alright, I was saying I wish there was a way you could have access to more of the items or try more of the items out. Like maybe maybe a special run. Like they have the rainbow run, which replaces all the chests with it gives you one rainbow chest at the beginning of each level. And what a rainbow chest is it gives you a bunch of items and you can pick one. And items usually range from like superior to terrible. But you have the choice, and you can get different synergies between the items to make them really powerful. So rainbow runs are there, and they're fun, but what they do is they close down all the other chests, so you only get one item per floor. So you don't really... You can try out stuff, but some of the stuff that you can't get at all, and you can't get all those combinations. Like, I wish there was some way that wasn't really... I don't know. Maybe some unofficial way that you could just try all the stuff and see what all the combinations are like. And, you know, other than just playing the game for 40 million hours, which you're going to do already to unlock everything, right? I just wish there was some bullshit like, you know, super fucking for babies, all the super weapons run, just to try it out and feel the weapons. I think there might be a secret character where all the guns that you pick up have their synergies unlocked, but I have not unlocked that character. There's a new character, and I don't even know how to get him. So, that's a thing. Okay, so this is the blue lord. You gotta put the blue. You gotta make the blue more blue. So I've already been hit. So I'm not. For this guy, you can't get a master round, but you can get better rewards. And since I was hit, I'm not going to get those better rewards. I'm doing very poorly. This is my first run in a long time of not playing this game. And, yeah, I just don't have the feel yet. I don't have the juice. I don't have the eye of the tiger. I have the eye of the wombat, which is not very useful. Yeah, this boss is a little harder than the first area bosses, but not super bad, so I'm super embarrassed for getting hit. And you take him out, turns into this little baby thing that's not very dangerous at all, which of course you murder. And then you get a gun reward for this, which is great. You get armor, keys sometimes. And then we get this electric gun. This gun's okay. Certain guns are good for certain things. Sprun. I have no idea what that is. So yeah, just shoots one projectile. So, alright, like I was saying before, certain guns are good for certain things. Like, certain guns are good against bosses, certain guns are good for clearing rooms, certain guns just don't have a lot of ammo, so you have to use them for special situations. Certain guns have special effects that you have to use in certain situations. So there's like a huge element to strategy, strategy I should say, when you're picking up your guns and when you're choosing what gun to use when. It's really cool. A lot of this game just really flows together. It's probably my favorite roguelike that I've played. I'm sure there's a bunch of them out there that I have not played. But this game really is something special. Playing cautious, very far away, sniping them with the machine gun. All the enemies are bullet themed or gun themed. All the bosses are bullet or gun themed. It's really cool. So this is the Gungeon. This is me doing a very mediocre job of trying to clear it. Oh yeah, like what I was talking about before, like when you're recording stuff for the game, like you just turn into a fool. You get distracted. Like if you're playing and recording at the same time, most of the stuff you're gonna say is gonna be terrible because your consciousness is split. And if you're recording afterwards, it's still like it's just hard to fill up time on the spot. Like maybe I should take some improv classes. That would probably help. With something interesting to talk about. Very interesting. It's hard and it's interesting, and I have all the respect in the world for people like Markiplier and PewDiePie and everybody else who does, even the ones with less followers or less reputation. Like, it is impressive that they do what they do. Streamers, I think the streamers I have a little bit of an advantage. I don't do streaming, and I probably won't. At least for quite a while, because I don't really like the format of it. But you do have the advantage of having a chat, so you can interact with people and get ideas for what to talk about, rather than just pulling stuff out of your brain that you don't even know if anybody cares about. Yeah, one thing about streamers, I hate the format of like stopping and I mean, I like showing gratitude for the people who are watching, right? Like, that's great. But I don't like stopping like what you're doing to do that. You know what I mean? For me, like, maybe if you have like breaks, like if you have a break in the middle of the stream, to be like, all right, these are all the people who are helping me out, and I just want to thank them. Like, that's fine. But other than that, like the interruptions and stuff, all the little bells and whistles that play, like when people donate stuff or subscribe, it's like, oh god, stop. I don't mind to put that down. I watch streamers, I quite enjoy it. I just don't feel like it's for me. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's go to the next level now. What else was I gonna say? See, this is the hard part. See, it's like the loading screen is kind of like my brain right now. Alright, so now we're on the second level. That was a secret level that we just did. Now we're on the second level, and if I can find a chalice room, sort of like an Indiana Jones room, little nod to that, and place this little shield chalice that I have by my health on the upper left. That red shield chalice, if I could place that in the chalice room, I will unlock the second secret level. So here's the thing, is if I get hit, that chalice will act like a piece of armor and will disappear and break. And that will ruin my chances at getting to the secret level and earning those extra guns and unlocks, right? So I don't want that. I want to get to that room to get more guns. I'm not sure if I can get there on this run. I guess that's one thing we're going to have to find out. Yeah, it gives you more opportunities. It's a little harder. It gives you more opportunities for items, but the boss is a lot tougher in the second secret level. There have been many times where I've been stomped out by that particular boss. So getting through it's a little more challenging, but if you do, you have those extra items, and your character is way more powerful and way more ready to take on the end game bosses, which would be let me not ruin it, because maybe I'll get to those guys later, and we'll be able to actually just see them straight away. These are like rubber bullets, but in this level they become shock bullets, so they actually do damage when they bounce into you. In the earlier levels they just kind of bounce you around, and they don't hurt you, but they can knock you into pits. I don't know why sometimes the lanterns are purple, and I have no earthly idea why that is. It must mean something, right? I don't know. Like, I just peppered all the walls with bullets just to see if there was a secret. Didn't find it. Don't know if it's there. Get hit by a grenade. Oh no, I didn't get hit by a grenade. Wow. That was crazy. I thought I was sure. I was absolutely sure. Now what stinks about the chalice armor piece, or the chalice that I have to place, is it will always be on top. So if I get another piece of armor, it won't cover, it won't protect the chalice. So any first hit I get after picking this thing up, I lose it. Guaranteed. And I'm trying to decide if I should open the door or save the key for something better. Yeah, this room might be the end of me. Or might be the end of the chalice, I should say. Woof! 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 That's scary. So now there's a like that just I could not defeat, and it got me. That's what took that hit. I have no idea. Oh, what the hell? Oh, a cell key. Okay. I was like, what the hell is that item? Yeah, I have no idea how to deal. The only way I've found to deal with the lights is yeah, I'm kind of losing my shit there. Is if there's a gap in the room, you put the gap between them and you, and then you can kill them without them getting you. But see, like when they can, that one I just got to kill right away. But when they're open up and they're chasing you and they're under you, I have no idea. Maybe you're supposed to dodge at the last moment. I have no idea how to deal with those. Fat bullets that turn into multiple little bullets. Like keys from Zelda. There's a ton of Zelda references in this game. A metric shit ton. My guns are starting to run a little low. I'm starting to get a little nervous, and I'm forced to use this poison gun, which I don't want to use because it leaves pools of poison. And the chalice room was right here the whole time, and I could have just put it there, no problem. Because I think that the shop is one of the first places I went. So I'm cursing up a storm right now. Yeah, so I recorded this afterwards because this game is so goddamn hard. If I had tried to record and play, which I did like a year ago, maybe more than that. I tried to record and play this game, and I was either silent or dead in the game. Like there was no happy medium where I could like at least say something sort of entertaining and do moderately well. It was just like either you have to shut up and concentrate or you're dead. Like which does not play well for the audience. I'm still working on some other stuff. Speaking of playing well, ooh, black chest. That's a good item. It's a good item. Baby good skeleton, the grave lad. Yeah, I think I'm gonna check and see what this actually does. So this is like a companion. He follows you around, and he will attack enemies. This hellish servant was lost and hidden in a chest. He's yours now. Formed from several dungeons, discarded self since this gun-dead familiar wields moderate power, and you can power him up later on to be much more powerful than he is. But he also crowds your. Hey, thanks for saving me. My name's Bowler for short. I've got a great offer for you. Just meet me in the breach, and I'll tell you all about it. Be seeing you. So this guy unlocks a new mode that you can try out. From when you save him, you get a new mode, which is a different way to run the dungeon. So with the skeleton, which I think in this run we'll actually see, when you power him up, he gets more powerful. Super cool, right? Here's the problem: he fills the screen with stuff, and when the screen is filled with stuff, it's just more nerve-wracking, even if it's not stuff that's gonna hurt you. Oh, this is the beholster. This is really funny. Really funny little. Words there. Just like all these fucking buses. What do you call? Oh, so the skeleton will fill the screen with stuff. Like, see, he's got that laser beam. When he powers up, he gets more and more stuff, and the screen just gets filled with projectiles, and you don't know which are safe and which are not safe, and you'll get hit. Like having a screen just full of shit is the most like disturbing thing for me, because I'm just like, well, I don't know what's safe. I'm trying to dodge everything. I'm failing. I'm getting nervous because I'm taking hits, and then that is a recipe for like instant doom for me, which I don't appreciate. Now see now this gun has a synergy. You see the little blue plus arrow, which they added a little later on to indicate that you have a synergy, and that's going to power up my companion. And this is the Sheligun, which is made from one of the big skeletons. I don't even know what it's called. And it turns into one of their heads when you reload it. see? And then you shoot like their lasers. You like that? That's cool, isn't it? Oh, yeah, I love the... But it's only temporary. So you gotta switch back and forth between the gun mode and the skeleton head mode. Which is, a little annoying. But I'm gonna use it because it's cool. You can see me and my little guy. Just lasering. Just lasering. You know, for a huge death beam, you think the laser would do a lot more damage. That's kind of the thing, is sometimes you get guns and you shoot stuff, and the stuff doesn't take as much damage as you think it should take. The enemies get stronger and stronger the further down you go into the dungeon, and they just take more shots. And sometimes you're using like a death ray, and it's just not killing the thing, and you're like, come on, what is happening? A lot of bosses too. A lot of bosses, they can just take damage, and I don't know if the damage pool on them is like random, like if it goes up and down. But sometimes some bosses just don't seem to take. This is a jammed enemy, by the way. This enemy does double damage and takes a lot less damage from you. It takes a lot more to kill. See the combined forces of my lasers and my skeleton sun laser. Wow. My skeleton sun's lasers. Took a long time to kill that enemy. So this is a black hole that I've been finding, and I think I have to beat the game with it on in order to unlock something. I'm not sure exactly how it works, which might be a giveaway to the fact that this run does not go super great. But yeah, I think this is a used. See how my character looks kind of glitchy and purple? I think this is used for an unlock of something. I don't know what. Oh, I'm taking bullets now. Now I'm just taking random bullets. I find a lot with games that are really hard is if your morale gets or your, I don't know, if your groove gets thrown off. Look at these bullets. Look at these hits I'm taking. If your groove gets thrown off by whatever it is, could be anything. Could be the temperature in the room. Could be just getting hit once. Could be you just get a bad item. Anything. Once your groove gets thrown off, you will, after countless rooms of not getting touched, you will just die so quickly. Just from getting your groove thrown off. I think. Oh, see, look at that. I'm so sad right now. I'm so like, oh, I have to spend my money on hearts because I'm doing bad and I don't want to die. And I can't spend it on keys to get items or ammo for my empty guns. I have to spend it on hearts because I'm stupid. Oh, there's that ammo. All right, I got lucky there. And I call the supply crate too, so I reload this, and then I reload this. I'm gonna use the skeleton gun, or whatever it's called, to use on the bosses, because I'm not sure if these weapons are good for the bosses. So at some point, the Thompson got a synergy too, because now instead of shooting the bullets, it's shooting lasers, which do a little bit more damage. Makes it into a good room for just it's like a good, reliable gun. Like, it's not super powerful, but it's decent, and it's good for clearing the rooms. So now this boss drives me nuts. Sometimes I absolutely destroy the things. Other times I'm absolutely just terrible at defeating the Treadnought. So you have these columns, and you have to like take cover behind them, but also the tank can destroy them. It is, you have to kind of like lure the tank around them. And I think you don't want it to hit them too much. Because I just walked into that bullet. See, there's too much stuff on the screen, I'm just getting distracted. You want to like walk the tank around them, using them for cover, and you don't want it to use its main gun on them. And there, I just caught a main gun in the face. Tank shell right in the face. Yep. Alright, well, see you next time.